Bonjour. Deep Thoughts by Heather Peterson Lockhart. And my heart just quickened. I haven't done one of these in a while. I guess I've been, too plagued by pollen. But I've also just been too fearful. I've been too little. I can't say it any better. But I decided I'd share this one because these dots, it's like the dots get connected. And then you see something for the first time in a very different way. Once you see it, you can't unsee it. So I thought I'd share this one. Because I've been, I'm like, oh, I'll share that. And I'm like, no, but I'll go home and put some makeup on first. And then today I'm just like, yeah, whatever. I just went for a walk. I'm windblown. I'm pollen infested. And I still gonna bring it. Shoo, sucker shoo. All right, so here's what I got. I hope this makes sense to one human being. Most all my life, I have been, I will say, for lack of a better way to put it, under the thumb to some degree. That can mean a lot of things. That can be accountable to someone, responsible to someone, in need of them in some way, shape, or form. Just not completely self-subsistent. You know what I mean? There's always been relationships from the time you're a kid, you're in a relationship where you are accountable to other people. And I'm sure sometimes everyone feels oppressed. And the kicker is, what I realized about myself is, yes, I'm driving. With that oppression, if you will, just because it's the best, most applicable word, don't get all like, I'm oppressed. I'm not saying I'm oppressed. I've not been in shackles. Taking shackles off my feet so I can dance. 'Cause I'm gonna praise you. Do you know that song? Anyway. So, I lost my train of thought. That's the God's honest truth. Hold on, it's coming back to me. Oh, with that oppression, if I feel oppressed, I can assume the victim role, and in the victim role, I can advocate for any of my feelings or behaviors to be justified. Like, I can be like, they're always so rough on me, and so I feel so unloved or ridiculed or not appreciated or whatever, And in that role, there's some comfort if you're used to it. I can just I can always, for me, I don't think I've chosen the road to feel sorry for myself, but I've always chosen a fight in it. You know what I mean? Like, I can find a fight in that, and that gives me power. And it usually gives me anger, and with that anger comes a lot of fuel and a lot of momentum. And so what I realize is, with every situation that I've ever been in, if I've experienced any kind of oppression, other than the one that I was just straight born into, I have chosen that. Ultimately, I've chosen those relationships. I've chosen all of these situations. I've put myself in them in one way, shape, or form. And so what all lined up for me today was, with that dynamic, I'm never alone. I can't say there's loneliness in oppression. If you are oppressed by someone, then there is someone there doing the oppressing. If you're the oppressee, then there's an oppressor. But you're not alone. So you might be resentful, bitter, angry, fighting, a victim, whatever it is you choose, you're not alone. There's never been the capacity where I have needed to come to my own solace and comfort and nurture the scared, fearful parts of me, because I've been too busy fighting. And so chances are, without realizing it, I've chosen one situation like that after another where I could continue that fight. You know what I mean? And ultimately, I could blame the other person, or I could blame the situation to a degree, and then I still don't have to show up to comfort myself or nurture myself or any of that other sappy shit. I don't know if that made a dang bit of sense, but I just, I talk with so many people who, like, we experience changes in our life, and maybe it's a change in relationship or a different job or whatever, and once that capacity that we see ourselves in changes so profoundly, a lot of us are left without tools and answers, and we're like, it's like starting over, completely starting over in a different part of your life, feeling like you're not equipped. And at least for me, it's created a huge need for, or opportunity for, self-examination. And I don't know, I just I share so others don't feel that they're alone, because I've always felt alone. And then I talked to someone that I knew in middle school, and she's like, I felt the same way, and I wish I hadn't felt so alone that I'd kept my mouth shut. I wish I'd opened my mouth. I wish I told people that I was alone, so that they could have told me that they were alone, and we could have shared. And held hands and sang Kumbaya. Yep, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. I know. But anyway, that's all I got. And so, in tradition, let's go with a prayer. So what do I got? Dear Lord, first of all, thank you for this day. Thank you for waking me up sober and giving me opportunity in it. Please give me the strength to, or please remove my fear. How about that one? Please remove my fear of being alone, feeling alone, being unique. Please remove where my ego steps in and tells me it's all about me, and I block my usefulness to you and my fellow man. Amen. That's all I got. Thanks for listening. Ta-da! Thanks for looking. Isn't that horrible? It's like Total Recall.